I'm going to be cooking something special for Labor Day today. I decided not to go out because I'm a cave goblin and an introvert and I hate the sun. And I live in a state where it's constantly cloudy and rainy anyways, so fuck you. But anyways, I'm doing something that I call the Bino Special, which honestly, it doesn't have much to do with Bino, except for maybe there's a blue can of Pepsi involved. So let's get to it. This is inspired by a clip I posted in a VRC map where I threw a bunch of stuff together. What the fuck? Oh, cupcakes? Hot dogs? Oh, look at that. Look at this fucking thing. Let me see if I can just... 5-star. And it involves a popcorn bucket, which honestly I could not find a big popcorn bucket for the life of me for this, so I'm gonna be using a pot here. You're gonna add your Pepsi. Get a nice cool can of Pepsi. Now in the video I show a diet Pepsi. That was the only thing available in the map, and honestly, fuck diet Pepsi. Popcorn, any kind you choose. Get your hot dogs. These are all beef hot dogs. Seattle Mariners specialty beef franks. Because I am from the land of rain, so this is what I have chosen. Hot dog buns for the hot dogs. Cheap frozen pizza of your choosing. Preferably, it should be a pepperoni pizza. And some candy. Now in the clip, there was like a thing of M&Ms and a Crackle bar. Apparently I couldn't find a Crackle bar, so I'm gonna use a Crunch. I almost forgot this, so I'm putting it at the beginning of the video, but you're also gonna need Hostess cupcakes. Okay, so first you're gonna take your can of Pepsi. It can be cold, it can be warm, it don't matter. Go ahead and pour that. Now I'm kind of like experimenting with this. This is the first time making this. So we're just vibe cooking at the moment. Pour a little at the bottom there. Very good. Just a little bit. Cover maybe like a couple inches. There you go. And then you're gonna put your oven on medium. Actually, you know what? Not medium. It needs to be like a low heat. Yeah, you don't want to burn that yet because we got a lot of cooking to do still. So put that on like... Actually, put it on simmer. You know what? Simmer. We'll do simmer. Isn't that right, Bino? We're gonna simmer that peepsy. So we want to cook the hot dogs and the pizza at the same time. Hot dogs are fully cooked, so it doesn't matter if they're set to the same temperature as the pizza or whatever time the pizza needs to cook. And we want to get to the popcorn last because the popcorn is the quickest to cook. Okay, so we got our pizza and our hot dog waiting to be put in the oven. Now, I would suggest slicing your hot dogs. Even though these are fully cooked, they're just better when they're sliced. You'll see. You'll see. And while I'm waiting on the pizza to cook, I'm gonna start with the popcorn. And I've got an air popper here. I'm going to attempt to aim it in the pot while it's simmering and hope nothing goes wrong. Now I would start with like maybe like just like one layer of popcorn kernels. That'll probably be enough. Be careful with that. It's easy to go overboard with the popcorn. You can put a little bit of butter on the top. That'll gradually melt while the popcorn's cooking. Now let's go ahead and turn this thing on and cross my fingers that everything will go okay. Where is the button? Okay, that's gonna need a lot more popcorn. Okay, that's much better. I think it could use a little bit more to get close to the top, but that's up to you. We'll see what happens when we get everything else in there. By the way, make sure your butter is fully melted. We're gonna just kind of drizzle it lightly over everything. You can add more or less if you want, based on your preferences. Oh man, look at those dogs. This is what I mean by slicing them open. You can hear them screaming. They look good. I might consider searing them too, just to add a little bit more, little crispiness to them. The pizza, however, I don't really know about that pizza, but hey, it'll work. It doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, make sure you stab the pizza to dominate it while you're cutting it, and Okay, so we got a perfect slice here. I'm gonna go ahead and situate that into the popcorn. This is, make sure it's a little cool. You don't want it to cool out too much. You still want it to be hot. By the way, the peepsy under the popcorn's still simmering. I don't know what that's gonna be like, but it will be a fun surprise, right? I'm gonna sear the cut side of the hot dog in a little olive oil, just for a little bit. Turn the heat up high, so it doesn't take that long. Alright, our hot dog is nice and seared. Look at that. I'm gonna put that sucker right in the bun. I should have got a bigger bun. Now that we have our hot dog in our bun, let's go ahead and add our condiments, shall we? Now that we have our hot dog made, let's add it to our concoction. Very carefully. Ooh, it's still hot. Still hot! Oh! Okay. Oh, look at that, yeah. Right there. Dig out a nice hole for that hot dog. You know what this feels like? Arranging a bouquet. A nice, wonderful junk food bouquet. It's just beautiful. It's art, really. Just find a place for these and give me a moment here. Okay, so before you shove the stuff in the pot, make sure you turn off the stove. I almost forgot to do that, and I would have had some nice melted candy. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to fit the Pepsi in here. I got a nice spot for it right here. Just squeeze that sucker in. Look at that, look at that. Okay, I've got some extra popcorn here. Let's go ahead and carefully, alright, we're gonna drizzle a little butter on that. I feel like Paula Deen a little bit here. Just a little bit. No, don't overkill. So before I christen this with a Hostess cupcake, I'm gonna drizzle a little bit of Pepsi that I was drinking because it was getting hot in here. We're just gonna drizzle this real carefully over everything. Give it that nice peepsy flavor. Oh god, oh god. Look at that. That is a real American treat. It's got a little bit of everything, fit for a god or a demon. It's a little ballpark, a little gamer, a little bachelor on Friday night, a little movie time. It's just got everything. Now, the smells of everything mixing together is slightly unpleasant, but I am sure it will go down just fine. Now, I'm not going to try and consume everything by myself. I'm going to split it up with my partner, but if you're brave enough or got the appetite of a demon or a god, maybe you can try and consume this yourself, like a real American. But anyways, if you see this tomorrow, upload it either Labor Day, on Labor Night, or the day after Labor Day. That means I have survived consuming this somehow. And if you make this yourself, let me know.